defense have to, like the prosecution puts on their closing and then the defense put on their closing. So the defense is going to point out all the things that the prosecution claimed that they were going to prove that they didn't prove. And jury's going to remember that. They're going to remember, they take notes. And things that stand out, they're going to remember that. They're going to remember testimony of crucial witnesses. They're going to remember that too. For example, if someone's in jail and accuser is writing letters to him while he's in jail, they're going to bring that up as well. They're going to look at all that. Or for example, if someone says, I was held against my will, but in a cross-examination, they say, well, I asked for the tickets to be flown here. I asked to be flown to New York. I asked to be flown to Chicago. I asked to be flown to LA, where I saw a gun when I was having sexual acts with him. Then I was asked afterwards, I'm very fed, but then I asked later on, weeks later, can you fly me to another city to meet you? They listen to stuff like that, and they have to make a decision. Were they really held against their will, or were they willing participants? That's important. That's important. So, this Mann Act and trafficking, these are very important cases of proof. Now you might have, and then who gave consent? It's a lot of things that people have to listen to and they have to report on, and the prosecution has to reach their burden of proving that these crimes occurred. They have to. So at the end of the day, this is a case that should be covered. And my whole point for doing this live is that people should look at their sources of where they get the information from. And if these big outlets are reporting about it and they don't have a reporter in the courtroom, that's a problem, because now they're using the reporting of someone who wasn't inside the courtroom or didn't present both sides. So I'm not going to report consistently on what someone else says if I'm there. I mean, they may be reporting from one way from the prosecution standpoint, because if they say that, well, the prosecutor presented this evidence, this witness said this, but they don't come back and say, well, during cross, the defense was able to get the witness to say this, then you're not reporting, you're not reporting everything. I understand why outlets do this, because they're trying to get advertising views on their pages or get advertising dollars. But I think it's equally important that you report it from a truthful standpoint. And, while R.Kelly made a lot of people a lot of money, I'm saying he made a lot of people a lot of money in the media, a lot of money, because this story is probably as big as Michael Jackson's case back in when he had his case.